Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your January 2020 Astrological Overview. Happy New Year. Wow, we're starting out the new year with some really powerful astrology. To begin with, we are in the midst of what's known as eclipse season. So back around Christmas, we had a solar eclipse. It was in Capricorn. Solar eclipses are high-powered new moons, and they're really good for setting intentions. So if you read my horoscopes or watch these videos, you'll remember I was encouraging everyone to set their New Year's resolutions at that new moon eclipse. Eclipses happen a few times a year, and they really stir things up and encourage us to get some things going for ourselves. What we've really got on our side right now is that there's no inner planets in retrograde. Later this year, we will be dealing, with the usual Mercury retrograde, but we also will be having a Venus retrograde and a Mars retrograde later in the year. So it's really important to use this month to push forward if you didn't get things started back at Christmas time. Use this month to motivate yourself. You may feel some of this pressure to get going. Around the 10th, we've got this high-powered lunar eclipse on January the 10th. That's in the sign of Cancer. It can stir up a lot of emotion. Cancer is a water sign that's ruled by the moon, and it often gets people thinking about what it is they really need to feel secure. Cancer and Capricorn, which are the energies working together at this eclipse with the sun in Capricorn and the moon in Cancer, both have the ultimate goal of security in mind, but they sometimes take different approaches. Cancer wants to feel things out before just taking action. But we kind of need to combine this Capricorn energy too that says, all right, we can think about it, but now it's time to do it. Even if it feels a little bit insecure or scary, this is our time to shine. So use this eclipse as a time to get real with yourself. It can shine light on issues that have to do things that may even go back to your early family life. What messages have you been telling yourself that are holding you back? Another thing this eclipse is really good for is getting information needed. So if you've been working on something, you may suddenly get this aha moment, the illumination of the full moon eclipse that helps you see your path more clearly, see what obstacles are in your way, and how to go around them. What makes January the 10th a particularly powerful day is that we have the planet Uranus stationing direct on the same day as the lunar eclipse. Now, Uranus is an outer planet that has to do with sudden change, shaking things up, rebellion. Luckily, it's being expressed through the earth sign of Taurus, which is a little more mellow, a little more grounded. In general, Uranus and Taurus is here with us for the next about 7 years-ish to help us direct ourselves towards security, but be willing to take some risks for what we want. There's a bit of a risk-taking element to this. Now, Uranus stationing direct helps us bring our ideas that have been brewing out into the world, from internal to external activation. So I think around January 10th, we'll really be feeling this astrology, and people will feel maybe as if they're getting a wake-up call, that it's time to do something, it's time to take practical action. The thing to remember is not to overreact due to emotion, and to give yourself a strategy that you can maintain in the long run. These energies working right now really want us to take our time and commit to something. And that requires putting in some time. So keep that in mind. If you are a Taurus and you were born April 21st to 24th, you'll likely be feeling this Uranus stationing direct in your sign more so than other people. Also, anybody who was born right around this lunar eclipse, that would be in January, either the 8th through the 12th of January, right around there, probably feeling it. Also, in general, we're going to get to this powerful Capricorn astrology that's going on, that all Capricorns are feeling, and likely Capricorns born around the 10th to the 14th of January. What's going on here? Well, we've got outer planets of Pluto and Saturn, and they're coming together in a historical exact conjunction. That means they're coming together at the same degree of the same sign. This is pretty rare, and it's going to be at 22 degrees Capricorn on January the 12th. As you can see, that's only 2 days after this whole lunar eclipse, Uranus direct business. It's going to be an active January. People will feel like they are waking up and smelling the coffee. So this can be a good thing. It's not going to be business as usual. You can use this to reaffirm your personal commitments to yourself. And you can also use it to let go of unnecessary drains on your time. Capricorn is the master of time, as is the planet Saturn, which rules Capricorn. So think about how you've been spending your time and make a schedule for yourself, perhaps for the new year, that can really help you to stay on track. It's also a great time to think about accountability. Maybe you need an accountability buddy, and you can team up with somebody who is also trying to accomplish something, and you agree to check in with each other. It can be a fantastic method, and it's making the most of these Capricorn energies that want to hold people accountable. Now, the good news is we've got the planet Jupiter also in Capricorn now. It moved into this sign last month. It stays in Capricorn for the next year, most of 2020 until about December. And Jupiter is known as the planet of reward, of luck, opportunity. You can feel a gentler energy coming in. Saturn and Pluto are more about getting real and doing what's necessary, no matter how hard it is. Not always the most fun, but Jupiter comes in and says, all right, you've been doing your homework, here's what I got for you. It is also a wonderful time to purge energy from the past, because Jupiter is going to be in a part of the sky that is conjunct with the South Node. For those of you who have read Astrology for the Soul, you know all about South Node being past life energy, energy from the past in general that needs to be released so you can move forward in this lifetime. So with Jupiter in this area right now, it's a great time to let go of, again, limiting beliefs that could even stem from a different lifetime that are holding you back, and open yourself to receive the generous gifts that could be coming your way when you're willing to focus on the future versus the past. Now we've got the Aquarius new moon towards the end of the month. It's on the 24th, and this new moon is going to be in Aquarius that represents inventive solutions, friendship groups. It's a very innovative and exciting new moon to break out of ruts. So you can see how all this astrology is really working well together in January to shake things loose, let go of the old, push forward with the new. And this is really the month to do it. We will have a Mercury retrograde next month that I'll be telling you all about. And if you've gotten some seeds in the ground this month, you'll be in good shape. You can build on what you started next month. So I hope you can make the most of January's astrology. I'm going to keep you posted all year with the important astrological events, and I will see you here next month with your astrological overview.